Hello, and today is a hot day, hence I'm wearing this. And you know what's also been hot lately? The inflation rate in Morocco, yes. Today we're gonna be talking about inflation rates, and especially why is it growing, and to be more precise, why the Moroccan public doesn't seem to grasp the concept of it. Well then, this video is gonna be purely mainly on my experience with the inflation rate and my father's and my family's explanation for it. Also, some economical explanation and other things that probably non-Moroccans or even Moroccans don't know about. So first of all, we're going to be talking about inflation. Well, inflation in this year, especially in 2022, has been on the rise for almost all the countries. But it's been increasingly higher in like Turkey, Libya, and like North African countries to be precise. And the cause of that, it seems like at the small points is just, you could say, just it's the Ukrainian war. They are fighting and it has impacted us. But how did the war in Ukraine exactly impact Morocco? Thinking back like 100 or 200 years ago, seeing that a war in a distant country is impacting my people in this degree would be a false statement. But since globalization and the world reliance on trade to a very big extent has actually shaped the world in a way that anything that happens in a country will actually affect all the other countries neighboring it or the countries that have relations with. So the war on Ukraine. Well, for a lot of people don't know that Ukraine is one of the most biggest food providers for like North African countries and the whole world. Both Ukraine and Russia have a big exports on like grains and other essentials foods that are very essential for like diet, and a lot of people rely on both Ukraine and Russia. So this comes to Morocco. We have a very big shortage in grains, which can cause mass starvation if left unchecked. But the country is doing all this possible. Add to that the fact that there is also a price increase in oil and all the gas, which also increased the logistics price. So how does Morocco's government actually tackle this? Well, to be honest, compared to countries like Turkey that have 80% inflation, Morocco has around 11 to 12 and it varies based on sectors. So how did Morocco in a time of crisis where the whole world have big inflation rates, Morocco is just 12%? Well, that actually has to do with the government. The government is actively giving out these help services to logistic companies, mainly to trucks, where they would give them a coupon for like oil, for like gasoline or petrol, and these coupons are like they are sent to help the drivers or like the companies that operate the logistics in the whole country, and they are helping them by giving them free petrol. Of course, it's not 100% free, and of course there is corruption and these coupons can be sold, but it still nonetheless has managed to stop a big inflation. Like for products in Morocco, it didn't even increase by 1 or 2 dirhams for most products that are very widely used by the Moroccan public, especially those in lower and middle class. And even for the products that necessitate logistical activities, it hasn't been much of an increase. And this is mainly due to Morocco's policy. But we come then to the public. The public is a very interesting topic that it's just that the public is not very familiar with the concept of inflation. The public doesn't know what inflation means even. They just hear it in Arabic, it means tadakhum, but they never actually know what it means. And add to this the fact that Morocco for the past 30 years didn't even have a good inflation rate. And to the Moroccan public, increase in prices mean that the government is stealing and that there is corruption. They don't justify this by an external crisis or by like corruption. They just say, oh no, this doesn't make sense. I used to buy this back then and now it's this. This is mainly due to the fault to the education system is not educating people well enough about the concepts of economics such as inflation. This was my video. It talks about mainly about inflation in Morocco and how the government tackles it. Until the next video.